Good morning, gorgeous. Happy day. I hope that you are feeling as beautiful as you are, inside and out, baby, because you are absolutely gorgeous. Feel that, accept that, drink that in today. You deserve it for sure. I wanted to pop in here and share something that's been heavy on my heart. I don't really mean to sigh about it, but it's one of those topics that's like, oof, this might not get received well. But this is something that I think everyone struggles with at some point. I just happened to go through a really long season, if you know what I mean. So I want to talk to you about surrendering, but I'm not talking about big things, and I'm not talking about the big miracles that we're waiting to happen, right? The dream house or X amount of dollars or anything like that. I'm actually talking about all of the little things, the little miracles. If I could speak this morning, huh? I noticed last year when I was going through one of the hardest times of my life that I wasn't having troubles trusting the big things, right? I didn't have troubles trusting in the big outcomes, but I had trouble trusting in the small, everyday things, like protecting my daughter from here to there, or that dinner would get done and it would, be decent. And even though the world was chaotic, we would have a moment of just peace while we ate. But I didn't have trust and faith in those little moments. I wasn't surrendered in those little moments. I was still forcing them to happen, forcing my way in. Like I had to be a mom a certain way and I had to cook a certain way. And there was just so much pressure around all of it. And one day it felt so heavy and I finally broke, and I wasn't going to do it the same way it had always been done anymore. I couldn't do it that way anymore. And that's when I started really opening my eyes up to the relationships I was cultivating. And even as silly as this might sound, but there's a relationship with cooking. There's a relationship with mornings. There's a relationship with absolutely everything. And that realization changed me that day. And I decided I was going to do things differently, that I was going to love the food I was cooking because I loved the people I was cooking it for. And that I was going to take that time as time where I got to show them, I got to pour my love into this meal, where even if they don't say thank you, that didn't matter to me. And this is the level of surrender I'm talking about. I'm not doing this so that you'll say thank you. I am doing this because I love you so much, because I care, because I'm so passionate. I'm doing this, right? That's the part. I'm taking ownership of this. I am doing this thing because I believe that by me loving you enough and loving you so much to nourish your body and to present you with this dinner, that you get to live a long, healthy, happy, prosperous life. And that's my gift to you, right? I get to do that. I get to give that to my family. And so I started changing the monotony of the day and everything that I was doing. And I started making these shifts just little by little, how I was going to do things with more love, how I was going to do things with more grace for myself. I needed the grace. I wasn't very kind to myself. That's what I want to encourage you to do today. Yeah, give yourself grace, especially if you're going through a rough time, especially if you're facing something, because I don't know what things look like for you, but I do know that the world's a crazy place. So if you're facing something, just give yourself some grace. Love on yourself a little bit extra. But if you're not necessarily facing something, you're just going through the day-to-day motions, and you realize that that's exactly what it is. You're just going through the motions. I want to invite you to change that. I want to invite you to shift and to take some steps into owning each of those moments, because every single moment really does matter. So instead of just going through the motions, how can you put an emphasis? How can each thing be important? So when you wake up, you're not just waking up. Wake up with gratitude. Wake up excited that you get to go do whatever it is you're going to do that day. I don't just go to the gym. I go to the gym and I celebrate that I'm healthy enough to work out, that I'm healthy enough to be there, that by being there, I'm going to be even healthier, that I get to say hi to people that I enjoy meeting up with, that I get to feel good about myself, that I get to crush my own personal goals, that I get to push myself further and further and further, knowing that my limitations cannot hold me back. And I'm specifically talking about cycling. As I am saying this, I'm visualizing my cycle. But even when I lift, it's that same thing. I lift heavier each time. Each time it gets a little bit easier. And I know that I am stronger. I know that I have accomplished this. Right? It's different than just going and work. Oh, I have to work out. Like, I don't hate my body. No, I love this. Like, she's a queen. She's gorgeous. And so are you, of course. That's why you're here. Duh. So go be the best version of yourself today. Go be amazing. Go show the world who you are. Show up in your true light and own that shit. Because, babe, like, you're worth it. I wish you could feel what I'm feeling right now. You are fucking worth it. Channel that. Own that. Step out in that power today. Walk down that hallway with your head held high. I don't care if you're walking down the hallway to your bedroom. You hold your head high. You strut yourself. You just own today, okay? Own today. That's what it's about. So I will talk to you next time. I hope you join me again for more Morning Moments with Maureen. And have a fabulous day. Bye now.